Hello, 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 and welcome to more RTA, where I have been playing offline. Or not filming, because I seem to do better when I'm not filming, because as soon as I film, I try to film, well, this happens. And that's pretty much whenever I try to film. So sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I won't. I just want the format to be better, and then I'll go back to live all the time when the game isn't completely 100% reliant on everything being awful. But yeah, I'm gonna go over some of my fights, and by some of my fights, I mean most of the fights from this point forward, including the losses, just to go over, what I probably could have done better. I'm fighting exclusively Emperors, at least in this set. Nope, fighting pretty much exclusively Emperors. Anyway, first up is Judai Jaden YK in the Arcadia 2 guild, the second one. Same pre-bans, so it's like we got half the pre-bans that we should have gotten, which is always great, and definitely not annoying at all. They go for Solitist, Selene, Amiki, Abyssal, Euphine, and Dilibet. I go for Pyra, Flan, Politis, Veronica, and Summertime Assyria. Got some fun fire units to get some good stuff going. I ban out Dilibet because I have a lot of debuffs on my team, and I'd really rather they not do that. I probably could have just killed her by, like, S1 Flan, but that's fine. I do have a lot of fire units against their Selene, though, so I feel mostly fine. I don't remember how... I know how it turns out, because obviously I win, but I don't remember to what extent. I just barely don't kill the Abyssal Euphine. But Politis' S2 should kill it. Wonderful, wonderful. This is going to proc the Selene, which is perfectly fine. They end up going into Flan, which is lovely. Oh, I remember how this one goes. So, Summertime Assyria is going to go down here because Selene decided to ignore 50%. But she did leave us a parting gift. And it is the single best parting gift that I could think of, which is a bomb. My Politis is on Siroren because I am a degenerate. I don't use her all that often, and I needed an artifact for her that's not Abyssal, because Abyssal is on Rowana and SBA, I believe. So I went with Siroren to be as annoying as humanly possible. I am going to cleanse this because, Selene is already proc, so I don't really care. No defense break, but Flan will get to kill Summertime Assyria here. Selene is more than likely going to kill the Polly. There's no reason to let her live. Polly does get one extra dual attack, but that is fine. So right now, I have a bit of a timing restriction, if that makes sense. I need this Amiki to get low enough that the bomb procs her immortality. I can't proc her immortality and cleanse it. She has to explode, and that got way too close for comfort. But she does end up exploding and losing her immortality turn, which is phenomenal. And now it's just Selene versus Pyra and Flan. They physically cannot hit Flan, even though she has low focus because of elemental disadvantage. The bomb would have... I feel like it would have done enough damage even if I hadn't crit, but that crit scared the hell out of me. Because that Amiki took way too much damage from my Flans S1. It was very scary, but she did leave us a lovely gift, and it ended up winning us the game. So thank you, Caesarea. I should use you more often, even though I have been using you more, just because it's fun. Next up is Xenoctus in the Zero Core Guild in Asia. They go for DDR, BMH, BITCH, Boyang, and BBK. So very dark-centric, dark unit-centric team with Knockwall. I go for Pyra, because that's just my go-to. Shu to deal with the Blood Moon Haste. Ilanov to make the Blood Moon Haste essentially useless. And then Laya and Bunnydom to punish the Knockwall. So I have a specific goal, and I'm sure you see it as well. They get rid of Shu, which is my only damage? Question mark. People seem to forget that Laya can easily solo a team like this. So what we're going to go ahead and do is try to get rid of Blood Moon Haste as early as possible. He counters because I did a single target attack. And Swift Attack is actually going to be really good on all of these units because it will pop me up ahead of the Blood Moon Haste, or the Boyang. I do a single target attack. Wonderful. Blood Moon Haste is almost dead. And once I get rid of him, I'm not super scared. Knockwall can get rid of... Or Boyang. If she goes into Bunnydom, it's annoying, but it's fine. That's probably my preferred unit for them to go into because she's already done her stuff. Knockwall hasn't gone yet, but I still have Laya coming up right after Knockwall and Blood Moon Haste, or DDR. So I don't really care. And since I've already procced Blood Moon Haste, I keep saying Blood Moon Haste. I'm losing my goddamn mind. Since I've already procced Boyang, I can just not attack her. And then Laya will win the game by existing. So the next thorn in my side is DDR. It's a pretty bulky one, about 21k HP-ish. Knocked down to almost 20k from whatchamacallit. They are going to S3 and S2. But Laya still hasn't, you know, done her S2. So she's just going to push everybody up. Cleanse everybody from all of their maladies. Let's see if DDR has ER. He does not. That is good to know. They're going to attempt to push back Ilanov, but it's not going to do anything. Indomitable buff. Soul Burn Boyang, I do not believe is enough to kill Ilanov. Mine's pretty tanky. And I think it only does about half? Nope, it does most of it. But it doesn't kill her, which is important. Because she will assist me with killing DDR. And now that DDR is dead, I could just go into Knockwall. I bring Ilanov, which is great. Gets her more healing. They are going to seal Ilanov, but at this point it doesn't really do anything. Just puts an injury on her, which is fine. I give them the Knockwall no, because my absolute hatred of Knockwall is well known, well documented. No need to soul burn, I'm saving it for Laya. And now Knockwall explodes. Not Knockwall. Say the names properly and think for once, you idiot. Boyang explodes. And then Knockwall is left alone, as she should be. Next up, who's next? You. I don't know your name, and I don't know your guild. And you're in Global? Fascinating. They go for Flan, Veronica, Bryceria, BBK, and Genoa. I go for Pyra, Elagos, Dilibet, Bois-Young, and Amiki. They ban out Amiki. I ban out Genoa. They have a speed imprint on their Bryceria with Veronica, so I'm more than likely not. Yeah, and it's renewed will. So even if they S3, Dilibet won't be able to cut. Because when they do this, their Veronica and their Flan will both overtake my Pyra. So Pyra's dead. And even if they do end up procking Bois-Young, at this point, Bois-Young's absolutely going to go into BBK. So I think it goes into Veronica? I don't recall. It does. But at this point, I'm dead. Because it's a BBK. And BBKs they just gab. They just gab. So without the gab and a potential miss on the Pyra, I could have possibly survived, but I think I was pretty dead to rights there. Fast Bryceria is still a thorn in my side. Next up, Roman B in the Verite Guild in Global. I'm fighting exclusively people in Verite and Verite 2, apparently. Or was it Arcadia? I don't know. Top guilds. Hooray. Yeah. For me, I go for Pyra. They respond with Veronica Flan. I respond with Solitus because I hate dual attacks. And Sage Ball. They go for Tomoka to try and outspeed my Pyra. Rowana in case they do get to outspeed my Pyra. To which I respond with Genoa and ML Senya. They ban out Genoa. I ban out Veronica. And now, is your Tomoka faster than my Pyra? That is all I need to know. And the answer is no, it is not. Which is great news for everybody involved. Let's go ahead. Go into you. I don't really care what... Oh, I think I sleep the Tomoka. Yeah. Or stun the Tomoka, push her back. Sage Ball, do your thing. Please sleep the tiny man. Wonderful. And then this is absolutely overkill, but we are going to throw a giant spear at Tomoka. Get rid of her so Rowana can't do anything. He resists the sleep, but that is to be expected. Bonk you. And the game is pretty much sealed. They did stay, which I appreciate, but the game was sealed. Solitary getting stuns at times when it's not very useful to get stuns. And then I just style on him with the Sage Ball S3. I appreciate Roman B though. The cleaver staying for the whole fight is a rare feat. And I have to throw some RNG in there at the end by getting a 3% dual attack that absolutely did not matter at all. But very well played. If they outsped me, I die. If I outsped them, I win. So, you know. Potato, tomato. Next up, this person in a guild in Asia. They go for Ilanov, Solitus, Bellion, Carmine, Hyman, and Schneal. I go for Pyra, Celine, Veronica, DDR, and Bois-Young. They end up getting rid of Bois-Young because she would be a major thorn in their side. And I get rid of Schneal because I didn't think they were getting rid of DDR. I was fine if they got rid of DDR. I was fine if they got rid of Bois-Young. So I took the bet that they would get rid of Bois-Young. And they did. So, first things first, everybody is on immunity. Except for the Carmen. So I have to test how much ER you have. Not a lot. Perfect. Okay, well, let's try to stun you. Okay, that is exactly what I wanted. So we'll just ignore you now that we know your counter, push up DDR, and hopefully DDR sleeps some people. And he does. He actually lands all debuffs on everyone, which is the first time he's ever done that, ever. Carmen is the slowest, so we're going to go ahead and S3 into her. Since we have Swift attack buff, my team's going to go very quickly. I hate her squeaks. There's so... whoever voiced Carmen, you upset me deeply. We'll go into okay, good. She's gone. She's gone now. She can't hurt me anymore. They counter again, but I get a duel with DDR, and then they give up. Because I can just sleep. It's hard for them to come back from that. I don't need to explain how DDR is powerful. Next up, like LN in the Rapid Guild in Asia, goes for Flan, Veronica, BBK, Knockwall, and Shuri. I go for Ilanov, Kenya, Albedo, Zio, and Sage Ball. They ban out Zio, I ban out Shuri. Their Flan actually ends up being faster than everyone else on their team, which is interesting. They don't have any souls. They're going to go into Sage Ball immediately, which is going to proc everybody. Veronica can do what Veronica wants to do. I think they end up going into Sage Ball because they just really didn't like Sage Ball, but it's not gonna... You do not have enough effectiveness, darling. Sorry, sweetie. God, Albedo's damage mitigation is ludicrous. So I don't sleep the Knockwall, which is kind of bad because now they get to proc Kenya. Can you believe it? Which wakes up BBK. I think this ends up being a long match. They decide to dual attack, get rid of Albedo first, which is fine. My only issue is that Albedo is going last, which means I can't potentially strip the BBK. And then use Ilanov. I don't know why... Oh, I couldn't. That's why. I was like, I don't know why I didn't S3 there. It's because I couldn't. So, Sage Ball's probably dead. He is. Here, they probably should have gone into Albedo. Maybe they do. They don't. Because Albedo's providing a lot of mitigation here. Like, a lot. And Ilanov is looking very healthy here. I could have gone into the Knockwall, but I decided to get rid of BBK because that is their main damage. And now I believe they switch... Yeah, they switch targets to Albedo, understanding that she is mitigating so much damage. So Albedo goes down. If I can get rid of Flan's dual attacks, then that's fine. Also, because every time I duel with Ilanov, she is gaining back some amount of health. And this is not a lifesteal Flan. So, if worse comes to worse, I will also be able to wear her down with Kenya. Not very quickly, but I can do it. I'm going to do this to gain back a little bit more HP. I don't think it... Yeah, 300 more, but... They're going to soul burn this. They don't have attack buff. And it doesn't end up killing the Ilanov. And now, Senya with the dual attack. I give him the bow because this was actually a very, very close match. Like, exceptionally close match. So, major shout-outs to, like, LN. Because that was a very, very good fight. Thumbs up. Next up, another person that I can't read their name or guild in Asia. They go for Solitus, Flan, Sid, Rowana, and Veronica. I go for Pyra, Celine, Solitus, Bois Young, and Genoa. I ban out Veronica, they ban out Bois Young. So the main thing that I feel screwed me over here is that their Sid is, like, crazy fast. Like, why is their Sid also 300 speed? Like, that's crazy to me. Usually Sids are like 250 to 260. They do have multiple choices as to who to go into. They missed the Pyra. It seems like this Sid is specifically built to fight Pyras. They do end up moving their targets around a little bit. They hit Celine and then they hit Solitus and they don't kill either. They kill Solitus. So let's go ahead and kill Sid. A 100% misconfile proc, which is unfortunate. And then they get a free dual attack. Which is very unfortunate again. Because without that dual attack, I don't know that I would have been brought down to my immortality. That would have brought me down, so it wouldn't have really mattered, but... still very unfortunate regardless. But yeah, having the Sid be 300 speed... good pounds, Mau Mau. Having the Sid be 305 speed above my... because he doesn't get his own speed imprint when you put him on. So it was just an immensely fast Sid, which is kind of crazy. I feel like if the Sid wasn't there, I might have had a better shot, but it is what it is. Next up, Geomar. This one I know exactly what I did wrong. I should have known that they would be banning Pyra and should have banned Solitus. But Geomar in the Kan guild in Global goes for Solitus, Blood Moon Haste, Kenya, Mort, and Knockwall. I go for Pyra, Celine, Solitaria, Genoa, and Flan. I got rid of Mort to try and stop their Kenya, but I should have gotten rid of the Knockwall and just hope that Mort realizes he's Earth into my fire. And then I might have had a better chance, but they get rid of Pyra because fast. As if they need another reason. Yeah, they don't need to do anything here. Everyone is also on immunity, which is annoying. But yeah, Blood Moon Haste, it needs to die if we can. If we can. It's Proof of Valor, so it's going to take a lot of doing. Venom's nice, but doesn't mean much because their Kenya's going before him. So yeah, they're going to heal. Proxaline doesn't stun the Knockwall, because why would it? And then they just kill Genoa. There you go. That did like 12k. Do I S1? No. S3 into Blood Moon Haste, try to get Celine to do something, because they can only hit Flan here. They do, though. I don't know why I S1'd here. It didn't really matter. Because it would have gotten stripped immediately afterwards, so... I'd like to say that maybe I thought that, but I did not. Oh, this one gets played out a lot because I stick in here for longer than I probably should, because I was like, if this stuns... Not awful, because they do have to kill... They do have to kill Flan at some point. But this Solitus has a 100% misconfile proc as well. And at this point, yep, there's the defense break. There's the defense break. Yeah. Very high misconfile proc percentage. Which is sad. Next up, 88, 77, 38, 81 in a guild in Korea. Goes for Boyoung, Genoa, Solitus. Ooh, big pouncies. Mama's playing with the spring. Oh, what you got there? You picked it up? Good job. She's taking it over to her banana. Welcome to Mau Mau the Cat stream. Rylet. I don't know why they took Rylet. I think they took Rylet to have me not take Rylet, but I don't care. And Goliath, which is a very interesting pick into ban-protected Ilanov. I go for Pyra, Laya, ban-protect Ilanov, Amiki, and Amaru. Because I remembered I have Amaru. I banned Genoa. But I ended up going first anyway, so... I just wanted to make sure, because Genoa can be on immunity, and that would be bad. Even though I have Ilanov, it could still be bad. So, what we're going to go ahead and do... Push everybody up. Defense break Goliath. And since none of my attacks are particularly strong, Boyoung's just going to kind of sit there like a lump. I pray for their safety. Because that was kind of a beating. Unfortunate for them. Wait, I didn't show that one. I think I went straight to Geomar. Oh, I skipped these two. This one. Can't read their name or guild in Korea. Solitus, Veronica, Elagos, Mort, and Amiki. I pick Ilanov because they took my Pyra. They banned my Pyra. Flan, Sage Ball, Boyoung, and Celine. They get rid of Ilanov. I get rid of Mort. They don't really want to S1 anything. The Elagos being right behind, I was hoping that I could S2 with Sage Ball before Flan goes away. Boyoung ends up going into Amiki, which is expected of my Boyoung. And they make a little bit of a strange decision here. They go into Boyoung. They should have killed... I mean, they ended up winning anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But they should have S3'd into Flan, kill her to proc Elagos to kill someone else, and then Amiki's S1 can take care of everyone else. But just a bit of an optimization they could have had. If Boyoung countered there, I think I might have been fine, but she didn't. Mort lived on in spirit. Can I hit a fire unit? No, I cannot. Hooray. They're going to try to stun. It's not going to work. No. I have a lot of ER on my Sage Ball. It's going to do some good damage, but I am going to gain all of my HP back and kill Elagos. I do have to hit Amiki, though, to proc her second immortality. If she doesn't counter Celine, we might have a chance. But she does. Hooray. And now Celine dies and Sage Ball dies. Free dual attack just for the Rubbins. And then Celine dies. Unfortunate. My mouth is dry. I need water. I need it. Next up, like LN, I think they ran out of time with this one. Rapid, Asia, you know, etc., etc. They go for Flan, Blitica, Thanos, Rowana, and Violet. I go for Veronica, because they banned Pyra. Veronica, Caesarea, Zeo, SBA, and Genoa. I don't know where Mama is. Oh, she's in the kitchen. Okay. You need to keep an eye on her because she's a tiny little baboon. She eats and destroys everything. They ban out SBA. I ban out Flan because I don't know how Rowana's going. I imagine with Acades, but I don't know, man. And then they last picked Violet, which is what makes me think that they ran out of time. But they don't really have a good way to deal with Genoa, so this is pretty much Genoa sealed. I attempt to push back the Blitica, but as per usual, I just silence her. I cannot get both. I can only get either the silence or the pushback, never both. They are kind of clever with their Soulburned S1. But their major problem is Genoa, not Caesarea. Like, they can attempt to stun Genoa, but if they don't, then they proc him. They had to go for the 50-50, apparently. It did not work out. So let's go ahead and kill Acades to turn off Rowana forever. Violet can S1 someone. I don't know who we would want to do that. Maybe try to blind the Genoa? Or Zio. He ends up going for Caesarea and hits. Doesn't do too much damage. I don't know that it's super geared. But Politica is our next victim. Goodbye, Politica. Sorry you got eaten by a plant. And at this point, I have no reason to not go into Violet. I get a dual attack because why not? They do actually hit me and attack down me, but it is not enough. And there goes Violet, and now the game is over. What do you have to say about that, Mama? She's stalking Eevee. Like a good kitten. Next up, Mellow. Smile. Or Mellow. I think it's she or no. It's been a while. In the only Ducks guild in Global, I appreciate only having ducks. They go for Solitus, Flan, Bois-Young, Dilibet, and Politis. I go for Pyra, Celine, Solitaria, Genoa, and Arbiter Vildred. I just heard Eevee hiss, so Mama made her strike. They ban out Celine, I ban out Politis. Their Poly is faster than my Pyra, which is fine. We should still be mostly fine, because their Flan can't push up anybody above my Pyra, so Pyra will be able to go. They decide to go into Solitaria, which is completely understandable. Let's go ahead and work on Bois-Young, because she is the only real problem. How is Solitaria or Solitus already at like 300? CR. That counter absolutely changed things because that pushed the Bois-Young up above my Arbiter Vildred. Which means she gets to cut, she gets to hit through 70% evasion, and then she gets to Soul Burn and kill Arbiter Vildred, but so Arby did nothing, but I have the single best unit in the game, and his name is Arby? No, it's Genoa. So let's go ahead, let's proc Genoa. And since I still have Swift Attack, I will gain 50% CR after this, so I will be zooming, baby. Dilibet's very far back, so I don't really care about her. Just kidding. Bois-Young's already done her thing, so I don't really care about her. So I'm going to get rid of Dilibet. Oh, she didn't do her thing. Never mind. Please go into Genoa. Hey, thanks, babe. So let's go ahead. S1. And now the positive thing about Genoa having an attack buff means that that gets stripped first before the immortality. Yay! So Genoa survives, and now I can Soul Burn to get a greater attack buff. And they should kill Flan as well. And Solly finishes up Solly. You said it. Whoops, 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 whoops. I won a second time, hooray. Next up is against someone I'm sure you all know. It's Valky. I felt Valky, and I beat him in the Veritas Guild in Global. He went for Abyssal Euphine, Flan, Zio, Rowana, and Caesarea. I went for Pyra, Solitaria, Mort, Genoa, and Aiden. Fascinating. Yes, I did go for Mort and Aiden together. Yes, I am dumb. I got rid of Solitaria, or Seaside Caesarea. They got rid of Solitaria so that they can dual attack. Which they are going to do here. Here. So they're going into Mort. I resist the stun even though I can't be stunned, which is strange. Please miss Aiden. Thank you. And she also missed Pyra, and she also procced Genoa, which is fantastic. God, my mouth is dry. So here I'm hoping that Flan S3's into Mort. Because if he does that, Mort has another life. And he came back. So let's go ahead and give everybody Swift attack buff. Push everybody up a little bit. We're going to kill Zio. So that Rowana will never be able to do anything ever again. Hope the second hit goes into Abyssal Euphine. It does not. I didn't know who they would go into here. Probably Aiden, because she's coming up next. And if Aiden gives everybody immortality, things are rough. So they do go for Aiden. Aiden dodges like a boss. Like a great woman. I put my faith in her one last time, and she absolutely came through. Since mine is on lifesteal, I'm going to go for the kill on the Abyssal, just in case she is Holy Sack. I gain back 5k HP. And now the game is pretty much just wrapped up. We'll go ahead, soul burn this, try to defense break someone. Defense break the Rowana, but I need to get rid of this Abyssal Euphine. Thankfully, she's being very kind. And I already have attack down on Genoa, so it's basically free. And they end up conceding. So well played, Valky. Well played. Next up is HSO 129 in a guild in Korea. They go for Bwa Young, Amiki, A Taiwan, Flan, and Celilius. I go for Pyra, Veronica, Ilanov, Goliath, and Shu. They get rid of Pyra, which I figured they would do if they had last picked Celilius, which, you know, it's fine. I ban out Celilius because I figured they would get rid of... Pyra because they picked the last picked speed contester. So just get rid of that. They don't really have it. They have 2 0 speed units, A Taiwan and Flan, which can be anywhere from 0 speed to 290 speed. So I had faith Veronica and Goliath would be able to go first. So Goliath, let's go ahead and go into the A Taiwan. Do as much damage as we can to him. 22k, perfectly fine. Bwa Young, I don't really care who she goes into. She ends up going into Goliath, which is, you know, fine because of damage limit. Somebody's sneaking around somewhere. Veronica, I'm not too sure what to do about her. So I decide to go into Amiki, just in case I do get to, you know, stun her. She resists. Does it show? It does not. So at that point, they gave me the Vildred, like, question mark face. So you're going to see me do the question mark face a little bit later as well. Just because they did it first, so... Anyway. I wish to proc Amiki's immortality so that Veronica can go. And strip it, and we can get rid of her. Going to Boyoung, she counters. Let's get rid of Amiki with Veronica, and that will be her main purpose gone. They can kill Ilanov here, that's fine. I still have Shu and Goliath left to take care of everybody. They do S1, which doesn't kill Ilanov, which is perfectly fine, but they do have a Boyoung with 100% counter rate so far, and that is not going to change. But getting more injury on her is great. Now Shu can just not go into her. I get a dual attack, which is hilarious. And now I can just kill Boyoung through injury or Goliath S1, and goodbye. No more countering. Well done, Shu. Imagine what it would have been like if you had been 10 speed faster and in stealth. Very bad. Next up, this person, again, can't read their name or guild, and they're in Korea. Goes for Solitus, Boyoung, Politis, Elagos, and, Rylet. I go for Pyra, Flan, Rowana, Fene, and LPK. Rowana is specifically to counter their Politis' S2. That is it. Also any, counterattacks they do. But they have no speed control, essentially, if I get rid of... Solitus. Oh, God. And since I have Rowana, I have no problem S3ing here, because I'm like, what are the odds that this will stun me? Stuns Rowana, doesn't stun me. Fantastic. Great. We're going to kill Elagos. Okay, it goes into Flam. That's perfect. They Abyssal Fene immediately, which is ludicrous. Thankfully, Fene is on Wondrous Potion Vial from Rift. So she's going to have a little bit of fun going to Politis. Not going to hit because I have blind, but... Let's kill Politis. I thought that my max damage S1 plus Flan would have been able to kill Boyoung, but I was very wrong. And she absolutely took it out on me. So now all I have left is a Rowana on Idol's Cheer and a Flan. Stuns Rowana again, which is just like, oh, Christ almighty. But if they keep hitting Rowana, it just pushes up my Flan. So they're going to start going into Flan. But thankfully, because of evasion, it's not going to be doing too much. And if my Rowana ever gets to S3, which she will be doing here, or the next turn, because I will be absolutely getting rid of Politis, and I should gain enough HP to survive a Boyoung and a Rylet. are still fine. Rylet actually outspeeds Rough. Flan, if you could go ahead and hit the Rylet here so that he doesn't get a focus, that'd be great. Thank you, darling. Alright. Let's go ahead and put a barrier, revive, and cleanse some stuff. They're going to keep going into Flan, but it is not going to do what they want. Rylet's extra attack goes into Rowana, which is perfect because that pushes up my Flan. And my Rowana is very beefy, so it doesn't end up doing much in the grand scheme of things. And now my Rowana is a Flan button. Boop. They have Soul Burn, so they can take an extra turn, but, like, I still have Revive buff. I'm chilling. My evasion is unfortunately better because I have 100% of it, and Rylet does not. So even though I lost 2 of my units very quickly, Flan proves why she is one of the best units currently out. And I'm confident that this will kill even with miss. It wasn't a very high HP Rylet. It was like 9k, I think. So I felt pretty okay about that. Oh, Christ, we're going to have to go through that one, huh? Sealsworth. They went for Flan, or in the Rhythmic Guild in Global, they went for Flan, BBK, Bunny Dom, Bois Young, and BMH. I went for Pyra, Veronica, Celine, Solitary, and Goliath. They ban out Veronica, I ban out Bois Young. So several things went wrong in this fight immediately. One, most people I've been fighting have had like 25 to 27k HP Blood Moon Haste. And it appears that I have found the one that still remains below 20k HP. Or I think he's 21k HP. So of course. Then I S3 with Solitaria, who has 150 effectiveness, into BBK, who resists the strip. It is at this point where I am just dead. Like that's it's just game. Because Blood Moon's just gonna kill Goliath, bring back the Bunny Dom. Bunny Dom's gonna give BBK attack buff, and then she's gonna hit everybody, and we're gonna die. Can I strip something from the BBK? No, great. 150 effectiveness. Completely worthless. They gab as well. And then they hit all of my evasion units. So things really did not want me to win this game. Really not at all. I failed every coin flip. I failed everything. Next up, this person, we'll get to the 2 wins in a second. In the Asgard Guild in Japan, they went for Pyra, Solitus, Genoa, Sharoon, and a Tywin. They're just protecting their Genoa, which is so boring. But Yeah, I'm not. It's almost an hour. They just, hey, guess who wins the game? I'll give you a hint. It was Genoa. 2 wins though. This one I'll do last. This one I'll do first because at least it was quick. Korea. Veronica, Solitis, Amiki, Bois-Young, and Arbiter Vildred. I go for Pyra, Celine, Sageball, Caesarea, and Solitaria. They ban out Caesarea. I ban out Bois-Young. So they're going to go first because they have speed imprint. That is completely understandable. Celine, if you could just... You're not on highest attack EE. If you could just not go into specifically Arbiter Vildred, that would be fantastic. Thank you for going into Arbiter Vildred. I hate you. And he gabbed. Wonderful. Thankfully, that did, like, no damage comparable to everything. We're going to go ahead, put some people to sleep. Get countered by Amiki immediately. Because I had the gall to do an attack. I'm going to Soul Burn into Arbiter Vildred. And this Arbiter Vildred has no defense because even on the miss it kills him. Which is funny to me for some reason. So let's go ahead and cleanse. Solitis is far back, so let's go ahead and go into Solitis. Maybe we can defense breaker. Perfect. Veronica ends up wasting her turn as well, which is great. Solitaria brings Celine because Celine wants to be a part of the show. They resist everything, which is unfortunate. Another resist. I guess this is a 300 resist Veronica as well. Never mind, it was all just RNG. Great. Alright, well, Sage Ball, you can get back to full HP here, so let's go ahead and kill Veronica. And now, proc you, get countered, so Celine's dead. But I still have Solitaria in the back. And Solitaria, you've missed all of your debuffs on everybody for the past, like, 8 years. And, by the way, 70% evasion got hit twice in a row. All I need for you to do is land this S3, please. Thank you. I wish my Solitaria had more effectiveness to make that a little bit more consistent into Amikis, but we take what we can get. 251. Alright, well, we have 1 fight left. Tamo-7 in the Isuo Nerai? Isuo Nerai guild, maybe? Esuro? I don't know. In Japan. Ilanov, Flan, Rowana, Amiki, and Ed. I go for Pyra, Bois-Young, Solitaria, Politica, and Mort. They ban out Bois-Young. I ban out Ed. And, hey, if you don't mind, I am going to go to the bathroom. Let me know if this fight gets interesting at all. Did anything exciting happen yet? Nope. Sure hasn't. So this is when I'm kind of happy that I switched my Solitaria to Injury. Hi, Eevee. Do you want to be picked up? Yeah, you did. Hi. Because Injury did actually start wearing on them quite a bit. It's pushing the Amaki up, but that's fine. Hits through 50% evasion, sure. Okay, still can't defense break you, good to know. Probably should have gone for Rowana. Stun. No. Stun. Please. Thank you. Do I S3 here? I don't. With aggro being the predominant flavor of the month, sometimes you get fights like this and it is just a slog. They S3, I believe, into Politica. Defense break pushes some people up. Can I defense break the Rowana? Okay. I went into Ilanov. Great to know. Well, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of that defense break. I don't know what I was saving the soul for. I was hoping for unhealable. I don't know if I can get unhealable as a debuff, but I was hoping for it. The injury is already stacked up on everybody. They hit through elemental disadvantage. Indeed. Let's go ahead and proc Amaki. Alright, Solitaria, all you need to do is strip the immortality. Strip the immortality. Strip the immortality? Okay. You all tried and you all failed. But everybody is very injured. But Amaki is gonna get to S3 here, which is not great. They do realize that Pyra is the main threat because she's how I'm pushing everybody up. Alright, Mort, step on everybody. Please. I did not fear the Rowana. Can I stun the Rowana? Oh, I stun the Ilanov because I'm positive that she'll wake up from fear. And cleanse everything. So let's go ahead and Solitaria. You didn't strip the S3. You son of a bitch. You needed to strip, darling. Alright, well, let's finally kill Rowana. Rowana finally gets to take a turn and finally gets to put revive on everybody. But that's fine. Solitaria, if you could strip the revive buffs from everybody, that would be great. Alright, well, we killed the Rowana. Ilanov hasn't gotten to go this entire game. Is it damage? It is not. And I counter, and I finally have more attack, or more HP than her because Solitaria is injured. All of the injury on all of the units came from Solitaria. It did way too much to Mort. But he still has a revive buff available. So now we just need to get rid of Ilanov. I stun the Ilanov and the Amiki, which is fantastic. Mort has one more turn until he gets Steppy. I think I go into Amiki or Flan. I go into someone. I go into Ilanov just to make sure that she dies. Both of them have revive buff. Well, I'm just gonna step on them now. It's too late in the game. I don't care anymore. It's full frenzy, so healing won't really be doing too much. Mort finally shows that he is holy sack. And then Amiki and Mort come to an agreement and take each other out. Now it's just Solitaria and Flan. I hit. And I kill. What a fun match. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I love all of you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.